Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of TOA Sound Supply, the weekly podcast that brings you guys everything you need to know about audio and visual on a commercial level. I'm happy to be here. My name is Eric, product specialist here at TOA Electronics. And let's begin. Last week, we talked about InfoComm 2020 and how that shifted over from in-person type conference, which we have plenty over the year, and it went over to a digital forefront, and how very informative and very awesome that website is. And there's a lot of information on there. I encourage you guys to hop on there, register, and get what you can out of that, because it's a great tool. So today's topic, we're going to take a little journey down product support road. For any of you guys watching and you guys listening, in PSG integration, everybody in this industry seems to give some kind of support, some kind of level of technical support, customer service, whatever that may be. And we'll get into how that part of our industry or our business has shifted, and it has quite immensely. As we know, when this started off, product support, customer service, anything service related kind of shifted, right? So we began working from home, calls began to decrease, incoming concerns began to decrease, and that's all due to demand. Before COVID, before the pandemic, we are huge on BGM, background music applications, BGM amplifiers, mixer amps, things like that. Those were our number one calls, without a doubt. We'd get a ton of those in. Now, once COVID hit, rules went into effect, regulations started going out. As we know, the stores began to close, shut down, and that part of the business began decreasing pretty immensely. We saw an influx in intercom systems, which are typically used in government buildings, hospitals, jails, institutions, things like that. Those, as we know, of course, stood open. So most of our support calls went down that route, or the route where the essential businesses were using our materials. And it could be a BGM related application, paging, things of that nature. So I'm sure you guys have seen a huge shift in the way you guys conduct product support. What I do today during these times is we tend to have more time on our hands, right? So, give all you can, full attention to your customer, make sure they're helped out during these times, learn from them, figure out how their business is going from, what it was to what it is today. And everybody's changing, their needs are changing. I discussed this previously on how a lot of businesses that were using BGM or mixing applications wanted to get their audio out of their systems and get them into audio interfaces for streaming, for Facebook Live, for YouTube Live, for Twitch, all these fantastic applications that are out there. Web conferencing, is your customer now using web conferencing materials like our Lenubio and Amio systems to be able to converse with their customers and conduct business? So everybody's changing. Again, we can't just sit back. We need to learn from our customers. We need to continue to grow and adapt during these times. So, this shift from going, well, number one is the increase of calls, or the increase of incoming emails and calls and contact solutions from a product support standpoint has decreased. So we want to take this time to learn as much as we can. Like I stated before, sit down with your customer, take your time, make sure they're helped out 100%. And we'll obviously get through this, but take this time as a learning opportunity. I mean, there's so many different things that you can do on a product support standpoint or a customer service standpoint. Learn from your mistakes, keep moving forward. It's an opportunity to not be taken for granted. I think that time is a valuable asset, especially in our industry, where, at this time we're not being rushed. We're learning new things. We're moving forward. And, we could take this time to really dial in and make sure we're giving the best support that we can possibly give. And here at TOA, we're changing, we're adapting, we're moving, we're giving you guys what you want on a weekly basis. We're doing podcasts from our bedrooms. We're, whatever we can do to deliver on a forefront and make sure you guys are aware of what's going on and how these things are changing, we want to help out as much as we possibly can. So, everybody's doing their part, and I'm sure you guys have, maybe ventured into another part of your business. Maybe from a sales aspect, you're now in, you're doing more product support, or vice versa, marketing, digital aspects of the forefront. There's so many different things that we can do, moving forward. In terms of, what's coming in today, I did mention intercom. I also mentioned that we are getting a lot of solutions for audio I/O. So how you want to take audio from, a certain environment, whether that be, for example, we talked about houses of worship in week 1. A lot of these large churches want to take audio, put it into an interface, get it on a PC, tablet, or phone, and then output it to their audience in the best way possible. There's many things that are beginning to shift, and our products are being used in different ways. So we're kind of moving in that route, and we're taking what we can in from our customers. And that will also help out on, product development and going forward, and where we see the shift in the market changing, and different concerns on that aspect. But what we also been doing is we're taking in what we get from the forefront, because in product support or customer service, we're on the front lines. We're the ones talking to our customers on a daily basis, and we're taking that information and we're moving it up the chain. We're letting our superiors or upper management or other departments know what's going on, because without that, they would be in the dark. So we have this chain going where we're constantly communicating on a daily basis and letting our team members know what our customers need, what they want, what's going on, vice versa, and so on and so forth. So it's this never-ending chain of information, and we're constantly learning about that as time goes on and on and on. So as we move forward, we know there's been a huge influx in web conferencing solutions. Again, our Amio, our Lenubio, quality audio for these solutions. You've had a lot of people go out and experiment with consumer-based goods for a professional type market. So we're seeing a push towards the web I/O conferencing solutions, especially in audio. Video, like I said, is well known. You can get good quality cameras out there, essentially anywhere. But the audio side of things is where people are not aware of what's out there, and the solutions that we can bring to the market. So we want to make sure that they're on point with that. So the two top trends that I'm seeing currently, while taking in calls, while taking in information, are quality audio for web conferencing solutions, and taking an audio from for example, like I said, a church, where they're presenting in front of an audience, and then live streaming. So live streaming also is a big aspect of this. And, maybe they're just doing a podcast where they just want to get, maybe they want to scale down a little bit. So they don't want to use their entire PA system. They just want to use something simple, maybe one IO in, one mic in, run that out, line out to an interface or something like that, and be able to output it. Solutions like that. So, knowing what your customers have installed, maybe asking them, hey, what have you guys been doing differently during this time? Do you see yourself shifting in a different direction? And then knowing what they have on site and then adding to it. Or maybe it's just teaching them something new. Maybe it's just, hey, well, you're good to go. You have everything you need. Let's work with this, and this is how you do it. And that's just a value added aspect to customer service, and the solutions you have to offer. I mean, understanding what they have, giving them what they need. Maybe don't over deliver. Obviously, keep it simple. Like I stated in the educational podcast, we don't want to go in there and make their head spin. But work with what they have, and then if you're doing a new project or a new installation, keep it simple. Think outside the box. Don't think traditional, old school style. Keep that digital forefront in mind, and understand when you're installing these products, make sure there is a solution or a potential addition going forward that will enable them to route audio, out to the world digitally. So keep that in mind. All right, guys. Like I said previously in our previous podcast, this is a podcast for you guys. We want to hear what you want to, let us know what you guys want to hear. Absolutely. Please use the comment section below. Like I said, we have a great social media team working on these comments. We take them in on a weekly basis. We deliver them to you guys, and that's how we learn from each other. With that being said, again, guys, thanks for tuning in. Please come on next week for our new weekly podcast. Again, we're on every week. We'll be posting directly to Facebook, YouTube, as well as some links additionally in the comments. Please keep your eyes out. Let's move forward. Let's learn from each other, and let's continue this. Again, my name is Eric, Product Specialist here at TOA. Thanks for tuning in, and have a great day. Take care.